Yes crew, today I'm going to show you the rear spring upgrade to the Hogan Shock. I've already upgraded it from the standard original suspension, which is really designed for some road and enduro use, but mainly for people that are over 18 stone. All right, I'm 11 stone. Now, this is, as you can see, as I'm sitting on the bike now, before with the original shock on, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. All right, now I've got the original spring in, the new spring in, which is just a spring upgrade. All right, which is £70 on eBay. Now it gives you, which is great. But I've had this over 6 months now, and I've absolutely battered the shocker. So if you can see now, there's no shock. The spring is literally on its own, so there's no travel. It's literally going down, and once it's down, it ain't going back up. See it? It's not got that much play in it. So I'm having to upgrade it now to the full Hogan Shock, and hopefully there'll be a bit more play in the rear suspension. As most of you saw me the other day in the mud, absolutely killed me off. It was really hard, and I think it's like dragging with the bike, with the suspension as it is, it was like dragging a plank of wood behind me. So I'm going to upgrade this shock, and let's see how we get on. There it is, all 3 shocks. We've got the original one. This one here is yellow and is really designed mainly for road use and a little bit of off-roading. It's a little bit high. It was a little bit high for me. I mean, I'm 6 foot. I could barely even touch the floor with that spring on. There just wasn't enough compression in the spring whatsoever. So I upgraded it to this spring here, which on eBay is £70. Is that spring on eBay, brand new, and I just fit the spring to the original shock. All right, now for general trail use and maybe the odd enduro, it's absolutely spot on. But what it's made this shocker do is spit its guts out. All right, it's literally leaking everywhere. So now I'm upgrading it to the Hogan Shock. This is brand new out of the box at 320 quid. There is another one where you, which is a little bit shorter. So if you need to be a little bit shorter, I've just gone for the normal standard one. And apparently it's fully adjustable as well, so we'll see how we get on. In relation to weight for both of these, I would say holding them out like this, that the original one is slightly heavier, but not by a massive amount, but it is slightly heavier. Alright, so basically I've sat outside here in a freezing cold and the rain, and I've put this shock on. Alright, I'm not a mechanic, but I managed to do it. It wasn't actually too bad, but I've squared it away, and the first off impressions, sat on it, it's a little bit higher and it's all adjustable, so I can adjust it, but in relation to the bounce that I wanted, so I wanted it to be a little bit more springy back. If you just watch it, you ready? It literally stays at the bottom at the moment, so it's exactly the same as the shock I've just took off. You see it? It's right. There's no in it, no bounce in it at all. So at the moment, I might be. I lost 320 quid down. I might be taking it back off, and if I do, I'll be on eBay for about 200 quid in about a week's time. But the only way of testing it properly is taking it for a spin. So we'll take it for a spin and we'll see how we get on. So I need to test my suspension. Alright, I've got the Hogan Shock on the Fantic XEF 254 stroke. So where better to test it out than Tong. Let's check it out. And not only that, it's absolutely freezing today. Talking -2. Look at the size of some of them ice chunks. Yeah. So Jim is just having a look. Apparently I have got a key for it now, so I can adjust and change the setting on it, so I'm going to play with it and see what's what.
The only flight hold on this is over tightened, and
but it could be,
so it's not running, springing freely.
The linkages underneath, apparently these linkages seize up, and I believe it to be them. So we're going to give it have a little bit of a blast, try some adjustments, and let's see what's what. So we get ready to roll. Check out this rear suspension. See what goes on. Just do a loop and warm up. So we're just having a little mooch about, warming ourselves up before we try and tackle all crazy. We've got Paul Elderly in front of me, he's never been at Parkwood before, so this is all completely new for him. So the ground in some spots is absolutely rock hard. Obviously in points that have been not been in the sun, it is hard, but in many spots it's actually alright. Just gotta go for it, haven't you? Just gotta go for it, that's all it is. Just gonna let a bit of air out. I need these tyres as squidgy as I possibly can. So we're going to test this suspension on a big ass log. Let's see what happens. Might hurt myself, I might not. We'll see. Fucking done it! Oh yeah! So we've had an absolute epic day down at Parkwood Outdoors. Wednesday, play day, -2 this morning first thing, but later on it definitely got a little bit warmer because the ice pretty much disappeared. And we've had an absolute cracking day. We've got much more grip. Still a little bit hard on the foot, but it was still good. Yes, yes. So all in all, review on the rear shock, which is the Hogan shock for the Fantic XEF 250 4-stroke trail bike, not competition but trail. This one down here, to be fair, today, this morning first thing, didn't enjoy it, but I reckon that was like a time on the bike, and then I literally had a good hour at Parkwood Outdoors and then felt a lot more comfortable. and started smashing it. Started ripping it up a little bit. The rear suspension definitely makes a difference. I've been up some hills today that I wouldn't normally have gone up. The compression were much better, so the fact that it has got a new spring and a shock as well, it massively helps. Now if you're just doing a little bit of trail riding and maybe the odd enduro, the spring upgrade is happy days, perfectly fine. But if you're going to do a little bit more, get yourself the Hogan Shock and check it out. 320 quid off of eBay. If you've enjoyed today down at Parkwood Outdoors, give us an heads up, give us a like, give us a share us on your socials, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and please subscribe. It does help out the channel. If you do, get to see more of us or of our content. Much love. We'll see you next time, guys. Yes.